Welcome to Borderline Furniture project number 43, or the Pastel Challenge, hosted by Crystal at the Crafty Creech and Kat from Allen Dog Design. This is the Hope Challenge, where I'll be transforming some hopeless furniture using pastels. In its current state, this bed is pretty hopeless. The faux leather is worn and peeling, but the headboard has some really fantastic design, so I say, let's give it a chance. Prior to getting too far into this project, I wanted to put this bed together to make sure it was solid, and indeed, it is. At this point, I'm thinking a light color and some dark wax will really make these details pop. This was originally a 4-poster bed, but I'm not using that as part of my design element. The padded faux leather pieces are held in place with screws and a little bit of glue, which was easily pried off. And now for the big piece. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, that's much better. It doesn't matter what paint or primer I'm using. This is a step that I just won't skip. And I'm not using anything fancy here, just some Dawn dish soap and hot water and a soft scrubby. I have to get in all those little details. This part of the bed is made of pressboard. Before filling all the holes, I've got to make sure that they're flush. I'm using an oversized drill bit to smooth out that area where the material was pushed up. That worked perfectly, and I was able to apply the Bondo with ease. About 20 holes later, all the Bondo had been set, and I'm just going to smooth it out. So right here I have a problem. There's a ridge here, and I just don't think I'm going to be able to sand it smooth because, again, this is pressboard. So I'm going to try and work the Dremel for a bit and see if I can smooth it out a little bit more, but I'm not hopeful that this is going to work. At this point, I'm just going to say it's smoother, but it isn't perfect. Prior to painting this pressboard, I want to get it sealed with some shellac. At this point, I believe I'm going to heavily distress this piece, so I go straight to the paint and skip the primer. The pastel color that I have chosen for this bed is this lime green color for two very good reasons. The first one is because I had it left over from another project, and the second reason is that I see this color everywhere, so I think this is going to be a very popular color. I'm using Behr paint, and the color is a combination of several different containers of Oops paint that I mixed together to create this. And I'm going to seal it with Behr polycrylic. After the polycrylic was dry, I really considered the idea of going over this with some black wax, but I just couldn't do it. This looked finished enough, and everything I was seeing was not black wax furniture, so I decided to skip the wax and move on to the next step. With the color applied, this headboard was really giving me Western boutique vibes, so I went ahead and got some conchos. And of course, I'm going to lay them all out perfectly before I glue them down. This probably isn't news to anybody, but conchos have holes, and in this case, I didn't want to see the holes, so I have to figure out a way to cover them up. So my idea is simple. I'm going to use some half pearls to cover up the holes. I'm using E6000. I have used this in the past on Project 20, and I thought it smelled pretty strong, and I was not a fan, but I must have got a different brand of this because it didn't smell too bad at all, and it worked terrific. I really love where this is going, and I can't wait to get to the next step. There are two images here of the ridge problem that I was trying to work out earlier. After painting it, it still was obvious that there was a ridge problem, so I have an idea how to fix that. Yay, more half pearls. 350 to be exact. I didn't use quite all of them, but I got pretty close. I just want to point out here that I took a little extra time to align the pearls on the corners because I thought that that could really make or break the look. And then all of a sudden I was at the last step where I had to glue all of those pearls down. Truth be told, I was not enjoying my experience using the hot glue gun, and as soon as I turned off the camera, I went back to using E6000, and it worked really good. I'm very pleased with the results. While getting ready to stage this bed, I remembered that I had these little ornament pieces that went on, and this is the last one, so that means that it is time for the final reveal. So just a reminder, this was my hopeless bed before, and here is the after. This is the end of Project 43, and I would like to thank Crystal at the Crafty Creech and Kat at Owling Dog Design for this challenge. Please check out the playlist for other hopeful furniture projects, and as always, thanks for watching.